Vicky here, and I'm sorry I didn't post my video on Monday. I've not been well the last few days, so this is why my tarot of the week is running late. So now I'm feeling better, I can get back onto a good schedule, and that's what we're going to do today. We are going to do my tarot cards of the week. Yay! So what I said last time I did these, it's going to be like a weekly reading to know how the week's going to go, and if this helps anyone, then it's great, and it'll help me because, like I said, I'm trying to practice my tarot cards, and I'm going to do that. The way I filmed it last time was awful. The quality was absolutely shocking the way I did it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick the cards while I'm here from this. I'll split into 3 piles and then draw each card and then read you the meaning like I did last time. So that is what we're going to do now. So I'm going to split them into 3 piles, and which is done. Okay, and we're going to draw the 3 cards now. So my first card is the 10 of Swords. The second is the 2 of Pentacles. And the third is the Ace of Swords. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you the meaning of each card and tell you if that helps me, and if you guys out there have got any advice for me if I'm reading them wrong, I would very much appreciate that. So let's do this. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'll read the tarot cards that we have got, and I'm reading them from this book, which is my tarot workbook, so bear with me. So the first card we are looking at is the 10 of Swords, and I will read you what it says. Last time I read a description, which I'm going to do again. It does not relate to this card in particular because it's a different deck to the book, but it will relate to some people's decks out there. Mine do not have people on them, they just have the pictures. So here we go. So the description of the cards that most people have are: a man lies down on the ground, fatally wounded by 10 swords that have been stabbed into his back. The dark and gloomy sky overhead heightens the feeling of tragedy. The figures of the dead man's right hand are bent over and touch each other in a ritual gesture suggesting completion, and the element for these cards is air. So the description for this card: although this card seems at first to suggest violent death, it is more about deep and profound loss. If you draw this card, you may well be feeling that all is lost in your work or in your personal relationship. Perhaps the heated and aggression you are experiencing from other people is overwhelming you. Your business plans have come to nothing. There is also another interpretation that may relate to your personal situation. Perhaps part of you has just died, but you are now opening to something new and inspirational. The number 10 signifies completion, but symbolically death also leads to rebirth. Your lower ego-driven self has to die so that your higher self can open up to spiritual awakening. I'm sorry if I was looking away, but I'm reading the meaning of this card so I can learn and practice but hopefully by the time I've done these videos I'll know these cards off by heart, because I'll probably draw similar ones again. But that was that one. Then the next one I drew was the 2 of Pentacles. Now the description for this card is: we're shown a young man in decorative attire dancing. He holds 2 pentacles connected by a cord and cut the crossover, forming the sign of infinity. In the distance, ships battle against high seas, trying violently to stay afloat, and the element for this card is earth. Sorry guys. So the interpretation for this card: this young man seems to be caught between 2 options, and he's trying to make a decision. The sea is turbulent, his emotions are in a state of flux. Nevertheless, he seems able to balance the different forces acting his life. And his dance indicates that he is treating the situation lightheartedly and not allowing his indecisiveness to weigh him down. If you draw this card, you may find it difficult to get new projects off the ground, but do persist. It would be helpful if you could be more decisive in your approach. Now, so far I am getting what this reading is meaning to me, so shortly I will tell you what I feel this reading means to me. And the last card I drew was the Ace of Swords. Now, the description of this card is: a hand emerges from clouds holding an upturned sword. The sword is double-edged and its tip encircled by a crown, which this one is. An olive branch representing peace and a palm leaf representing victory are attached to the crown. 6 yards flow above the handle of the sword. This number 6 represents balance, and the element for this card is air. So the interpretation for this card is: this card represents conquest or triumph. Success is close at hand. You're able to apply both your logic and intuition to clarify matters that concern you, and your anxieties will soon disappear. Nevertheless, if you are involved in a new venture, plan your steps with care and do not act in haste. So, for me, I think this reading, let me just double check if I'm right. Okay, so basically with these cards, I am currently looking for a new job. And I'm in, at the minute, uncertainty of what path to take. So I'm gathering this has got something to do with that. If I'm wrong, I may be wrong, but I think it's to do with finding a job. There may be 2 that come up that I may not get, but I'll go for. I'm at the moment currently undecided which path to take, whether it would be a good decision or not. But in wholeheartedly, things are looking good, but it may take time for me to find this job. I've got to be patient when looking for this job, but continuously be persistent. I shouldn't give up and not keep trying. So I'm gathering that's what this reading is saying. If I am wrong, please correct me. It starts from this side and works all the way down to the Ace of Swords. So if anyone else can tell me this reading, that is what I'm getting from this reading. It looks like most of my cards are around the same because I got a lot of the swords last time as well. So it was quite a similar type of reading last week. So can someone please help me out and see if I'm right on that one, and that would be great. And then I'm going to do another one next week. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next week. Blessed be everybody.